Good afternoon. This is Dr. Martinez, Executive Director with the American Red Cross. I'm currently on scene where we are helping with a multi-family fire. That means a fire which impacted multiple families. As you can see, the residents behind me are a series of interconnected homes. So the fire that started here started with this HVAC system that's right behind me. There was an individual who was working on the system, and the system caught fire. It immediately shot up to the roof, and as you can see behind me, that roof collapsed. So just an important safety tip and reminder, even if you're licensed, even if you're certified, even if you know exactly what you're doing, when we're working on equipment, when we're engaged in home projects, working on the car, whatever that might be, we always have to be prepared and expect the unexpected, right? So it's important to keep a fire extinguisher close by and to be prepared for anything that could arise. Home fires are the number one disaster impacting San Antonians. We average in San Antonio 8 per day. The Red Cross responds to an average to 3 a day. So this is a major issue, and almost always a home fire can be prevented. So through proper safety protocols, training, and through proper preparation in case something does go wrong by things like maintaining a working fire extinguisher, it's very important because that can help save lives. Very fortunately, there was no loss of life here in this unit, but multiple families, at least 6, if not more, were impacted because of this fire. So we're going to kind of take a quick peek inside and look together just so we can see. But these fires, they start quickly and they have a very quick impact. So let's take a quick look. So right now, helping these families, the first thing that we do with Red Cross is we start what we call casework, and that's where we take information from the family who is impacted, the individuals, whoever's living here, and we start identifying what their needs are so that we can help tailor our response to their need. Right. So one of the first things that we do is we provide financial assistance. That assistance can be in the form of a direct deposit. It could be a money card. We do that to empower each client who suffers a home fire with the ability to get whatever makes the most sense for them, right, based on their needs. That could be a hotel room for the night. That could be medication that needs to be expedited, medical supplies, clothing, whatever that looks like. We provide resources to help a family with recovery, a ton of information so that they can start reaching out to different entities, resources, people like, or entities like the United Way, along with a bunch of other groups who their mission is to support individuals after disaster. So with casework, it's very important that we that we identify the needs of each individual client so that we can tailor how we respond to those needs. Another important factor is 90% of the workforce for the American Red Cross are volunteers. So out here today, aside from me, we have all volunteers meeting with the residents, helping to start that process of recovery. We cannot deliver mission without the help of volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering with the Red Cross and can see yourself responding after a disaster like this to help a family start the process of recovery, we have a ton of opportunity, from working with disaster cycle services in things like home fire response to working with our services to armed forces or a number of other opportunities. So volunteers are always needed, and we cannot deliver our life-saving humanitarian mission without them. In addition to that, we truly rely on the generosity of our donors. So in San Antonio, when we are out and about asking for support, it's 100% so that we can help families who suffer situations like this, that undergo a home fire or something like that. So one of the first things that we do is provide that financial assistance, which on average is about $650. But that's just the start, right? To help a family recovery, it takes a lot. It takes time, it takes resources, it takes other things. So it's important that we do our best to raise money, because the money that we raise directly goes to mission delivery to support families like this family who almost lost everything to start that process of recovering. The blessing here today is it's a beautiful day. There was no loss of life, and overall, the family is able to recover some items, but there's a lot that's completely destroyed that'll never be recovered. Right, so. here we are. This is the work of the Red Cross. This is what we spend the majority of our time focused on here in San Antonio. And I'm going to go ahead and stop here so that I can go back in, continue to meet with the family, find out what they need, continue to support our disaster cycle services responders, our volunteers, and moving the needle and getting these families back up and running and recovered as quickly as possible. So thank you for your time. Have an amazing rest of your day.